boy, I got my mind on cake. All right, guys. This video is going to be about how we can get ourselves stopped getting wicked out. I have a very interesting thing that you can do. It's not even stop placement related. It's not really trading related. It's not the actual trade related. It's a nice little trick that you can use to your advantage to help you not getting stopped out. And then we will also talk about the actual stop loss placement and how different methods you can use in order to get stopped out less often, if it's going to just wick you out and then come back in the other direction, in the actual direction of your favor. So let's just talk about those different things and then go enjoy our cake. So guys, if you don't know already, this is the most woke trading community in the world. So hit that subscribe button and you can join in. Very, very simple, very free for you. And it helps me a lot in the growth of this channel. So I do provide as much education as possible, and there is streaming available if you guys want to watch me live stream. We can talk about things, answer your questions you have, because I am doing this out of the comfort of my own home, just essentially for fun. I like to teach on YouTube and help you guys out as well. So this is a game of playing against the market makers, guys. They want you to lose money. Look at these cats walking all around me. I have a cat on my lap as well. So let's just keep talking while they do their thing. So guys, if you want to make that cake or that dough, obtain the grain, however you want to say it, you're going to have to work around not getting manipulated by these market makers. So the very first thing you can do is learn how to place your stops a little bit easier. And these are going to be methods. First of all, you're going to have to be looking for the manipulation. You're going to have to look for where there is liquidity zones. I do have a video on how to spot liquidity. I will do more stuff on liquidity. I talk a ton about liquidity and where stop loss placements are in my live stream. So please make sure you check that out so you can learn how to actually spot these stop placements. You want to wait for other people to get stopped out, first of all, before you actually start entering trades, because then you're going to be much less likely to become that liquidity, become that manipulation that these banks are looking for in order to fill their orders. This is a large portion of how I am trading. Now, when we're diving into the actual placement of the stop loss, let's give you a little bit of technicals here and jump into the chart. Let's just say that you are looking at this chart right here. I will get rid of a couple of these things just so it's a little bit cleaner. And let's say that you did want to short the euro going into this. This is actually a trade that I did take today. And there are different methods that I just wanted to talk about here and in how we're going to be choosing where to place our stop loss. So in an example like this, normally what you're going to be looking for is you're obviously going to be looking for some sort of area here that you wanted to short on. You want to enter a trade somewhere around there. Now, first of all, you have an option and you can just simply place a trade here kind of blindly, and you can put a wider stop with some room behind, and then you can put your target down here. Now, the problem with this is you're going to avoid those stops, but you're not going to have a very sniper entry, are you? You're going to have a really wide stop, and you're not going to have a very good risk-reward ratio. So you can see how I was able to get a much tighter trade, something around there, when I did enter this trade, because I am using slightly different strategies here, guys. So first of all, the thing you want to look for is, I did talk about, wait for that manipulation to happen and then look for your entry, right? So in this case, we see the manipulation actually happening here, right? And then we see the reversal kind of breaking down, and then we would want to get into that trade. Now, one of the things I do is when the stop is super, super tight here, you don't want to be, first of all, just placing a stop loss right behind that level after you see the manipulation. You want to be giving it a little bit more room if that's an incredibly tight stop, because this is something that I would have actually gotten stopped out on because it did manipulate it slightly again. So we gave this just a little bit more room. And then it was super, super close. I think I put it at 400, super, super close. And because I have another method that allows us to kind of ignore some of the spreads, which I will tell you in a second, so please make sure you keep watching, guys. We actually did not get stopped out, and because there was no spread on this trade. Now, another situation is, let's say you are looking for this area now, this area here. What you can do is you want to wait for that reversal to start, right? So let's say you are waiting for the first significant down candle after you reach this zone, right? So this is your zone, and you want to see the first significant down candle after you hit that zone. So we see that zone. Doesn't really matter exactly why we see this zone, but this is where we want to short. So now we see a first down candle. Maybe this is our reason. Now, instead of putting your stop behind the previous level, like I just talked about there, where you'd be putting it up here, it'd be kind of a wider stop. What we can actually do is we can just give this area a little bit of room, because most likely after you see this confirmation that we're actually going to break down here, we don't exactly need to put our stop all the way back here. Now, this is not the best example. What would be a better example is if this was much further back, if this was a longer wick here. So I'm just kind of explaining it here as an example that I saw today. We don't need it to be super, super long, but let's say it was all the way back here is where that candle, those candles kind of came up to. It doesn't matter if it's a candle body or a candle wick. You're going to have a wide stop, and you don't want to be putting it all the way back that way. So this is a method that we're going to kind of be using, is that we wait for that reversal off that level, and then again, you're going to give it a little bit of room just within that same zone here. And since it does actually line up here quite evenly, in this case, we would have just put it here, because why not? Because it's just a little bit better, or you put it up here or whatever. But if it is longer there, then you might want to just wait for that reversal to happen and then put the stop within the range once you start seeing that reversal. Hopefully that is something kind of clear for you guys. If you don't really understand what I'm saying, jump into the streams and ask me some questions there. The thing that I did want to talk about now, that is a fancy little trick here, and it has nothing to do with the actual charts of trading. I mentioned there that I have a method that allows me to have no spread. And this is not exactly true, because the broker I use still has spread, and I still have to pay those spread fees. But something I've done is I actually created a demo account on a broker that allows for incredibly low spreads on the demo accounts. And I'm not going to go into the brokers. I don't want to advertise the brokers here on this video because it's not the point of this video. But you can find a broker with incredibly low spreads, and you can do it on a demo account. And then what you can do is, because there is no spread on the demo pairs, but they mirror the actual live pairs of a real account, what you can then do is you can set up a copy trader bot or something like this. You can set up some sort of mirroring bot that will mirror all of your trades directly using the same account percentage size. And then you can have multiple different accounts for different purposes, mirroring different ways. If this is something that you like to do, this is personally what I do. I have 4 or 5 accounts for different things, and I mirror them all differently. And I have, basically, I only enter trades on demo accounts, and then those demo accounts get mirrored onto the live accounts. And then this spread doesn't actually apply. If the spreads do widen on the live accounts at any point, then I don't get stopped out by that spread change. I only get stopped out when the demo account actually hits my stop loss, because it doesn't actually place any trades, doesn't place any pending orders. It only basically reacts based off of the actions of the demo account. So it's a fucking amazing little trick there that you guys can use. That's really going to save your ass a couple times from getting wicked out. So hopefully, if you guys do like that little trick there, hit that like button, because that's something that I don't think I've heard from anyone else before. And that was an idea that I came up with. And it's really, really helping me. If you guys want any more information on how we can actually find these sniper trades, I will be releasing a video on how we find sniper entries, a little bit more detail there, so that we can get a little bit more precise, a little bit better. I will see you guys next time. This is the most woke trading community in the world. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's down there. It's in the description. You know, it's always there, just like every other channel. You guys know it already. Hit the like button. See you guys next time.